what is the nature of the divine, and begin to what is the nature of the divine, and begin to partner with it to create. And then we will know what to do. We will know how to help. See, it's not that we're disconnected. We need to know how to help, and to do that, we can't do it out of fear. We have to help out of a sense of knowing that God is here, supporting and supplying. So Holmes went on, he said, today, in this moment, your mind is an outlet through which this invisible but intelligent energy is operating. That's what he's calling life. And he says, it is operating creatively through you at this very moment, and whether you know it or not, or believe it or not, today it is creating and recreating every cell in your body. It is molding and remolding every situation and condition in your environment. So what would keep it the same? If I continue to think in the same way. What would transform it? If I decide to think in a new way. If I decide to move and to see in a new way. He wrote, there are some truths about the nature of this life which we must realize before we can consciously use it. First of all, life is pure intelligence. You and I do not conceive of such an infinite intelligence in its entirety, but we do conceive of it in some degree because we are in it and of it, and some part of it is in us. Otherwise, we could not exist. Now, second, life creates by making things out of itself. Let us think of life as the pure spirit, creating through the agency of its word, that is, by thought or idea. The thought or idea of life automatically becomes law. And the law of life is a law of mind in action. And so what he's telling us is, my thought, your thought, the thought of life automatically becomes the law of the life that we live. If I believe in lack and limitation, I see it and speak it everywhere, that becomes the law of my life. And I experience it in all places. If instead, I begin to count the abundance that is here, I begin to see the support that is here, I begin to notice the opportunities for friendship that are here, I begin to see I'm surrounded by love. And I reach out in a new way. And those opportunities flow in, just like the prodigal son, returning to the father, and the father running out and saying, I love you, I give you this coat of, this perfect coat of perfection that protects you. I give you the fatted calf to party and celebrate with. That immediate understanding. And so he goes on, he says, let us start with the simple proposition that life, which is spirit or intelligence, is the sole and only creative agency in the universe. Now see, that's what we want to get to. We want to understand that the only thing that creates is life. It is this divine law that is operating all the time. And that, how does it operate? Through thought. He goes on. You are part of its self-expression. Therefore, the whole desire of life is to give you life and more life. And since it is all life, it has all life to give you. It loves you because in creating you, it has given some part of itself to you. You were created out of this magnificence. It gave itself to you in your very DNA, in your very existence, in that you call your body. All of this is how the divine supports the spirit that is you, that is it. So you are dear to life and beloved by it. In creating you, it has poured itself into you. You cannot ask for greater love than this, and more love could not be given. And so we want to remember Life is what we live within. We live and move and have our being. We do not need to worry about being forsaken, because this beingness, this life, is always with us. We do not need to worry about there being enough love. This life is the love that is within us to give out. And so we want to give it out abundantly by loving one another and allowing that love to come back in and to be recognized and realized. We want to remember that the pure intelligence of the universe guides us. And that guiding will take us to good and more good. And we want to know that this law supports us and supplies us. As we identify with that, everything else moves away. Because we're creating this magnificence right now. We're creating in this moment. Thank you.